You there, come closer. That's right, it's me. I'm Mir, and we are here to play Dark Souls once again in Rogue Rock. So let's see, what are we lacking? Where were we left off? What was going on? What's everything? I haven't been playing this in a few days, so forgive me if I'm a little lost. No, I remember what happened. We were going to go grab the halberd and proceed to come back down here again and go through the normal area we were supposed to go through, fight the Taurus demon, do a bunch of crazy stuff, but I need the halberd first, because that's my precious weapon of choice. So, let's see. Climbing up. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. There's a dream I wanted to tell you guys about. I just woke up earlier, and this was bothering me for quite a bit. So let's see. I woke up... Well, no, before I woke up. In my dream, so I wasn't myself. You know those dreams where you're in the third person and you see someone else, and or maybe you see yourself in the third person. I was seeing myself in the third person, but it wasn't really me, it was someone else. But I guess I perceived that person as me. Let's see, so here's what happened. I was at some rich place in, what, the 40s, 50s? No, not even then, maybe even earlier. Probably some kind of old European home, castle-type area. And I think I was orphaned. But, I mean, I was just sitting there eating their fancy foods and whatnot. Wrong way. Living like some casual schmuck. I said schmuck. And then, next thing I know, I got, quote-unquote, drafted into the military. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll serve for the military then. It's not like there's any technology or anything that exists in my life that I can make use of. Nothing fun, nothing cool. So, I went there, did some army stuff, fought the enemy, and, I mean, I think I did a pretty good job. Like, no one was having a problem with me. And then we had this one mission where we had to rescue a whole bunch of citizens. So it's like, okay, we'll go save them. And there was this town that was all destroyed, all torn up. You know, maybe it was Nazi Germany, maybe Hitler attacked that place. I don't know exactly what was happening. All I know is that I had to rescue all these citizens. So we went and we searched, and we found, about 6 of them, I would say. And they were all pretty sad, but there was this one girl I found. She had dark purple hair. Look, I have dark purple hair. Except it was even darker. And she looked like Hanako from Katawa Shoujo, except without the burns. Hey, there's my halberd. What are you doing? And I was like, oh, okay, cool, interesting. And she was very happy to see me. She was like, oh my god, her life, it's like gotten better because after all that tragedy and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then she decides to spend a lot of time with me back at the base. And I'm like, huh, interesting. And then we hang out and we talk, and I learn more about her, and she learns about me. And overall, we have a pretty good time together. She's a cool person. I think I have to kill that guy? Yeah. So then, slowly, after a small amount of time, we start developing feelings for each other. So, let's see. In my spare time, when I'm not out shooting stuff, I come back to base, and we just hang out together, we talk, and I could feel that she was having feelings for me too. So then we start going on dates and whatnot. Like, on our free time, we just go to a bar or something, and then we have fun. This was all happening within my dream. This was all happening still within that same dream. And then we start developing feelings and whatnot, and it's all great, and we love each other. It's gotten to the point where we both fell in love with each other, and we both knew, and, everyone else was all fine with it, because they seemed that, whatever you could do to make the citizens happy from this whole tragedy and whatnot. And, yeah, life's pretty great. And then, let's see, what have we been through? So, she tells me a lot about her, and then there's, nights we spend nights we spend talking about stuff. But then this whole huge, massive thing... Okay, it's not even a huge, massive thing. So our main guy comes over, the guy who's in charge of our squad. He comes over from far away, and he's like, okay, so I've come to see the citizens. How have they been doing? And I'm like, oh, yeah, they've been doing fine. And then he says, so come and show me. So then I go over to where they are, and I show them, okay, so these are all the people. I introduce them one by one. And here's the thing. So I show him each person, this, old man who used to own a bread store or something. Why do I remember that? And he has a smile on his face, but it's not a real smile. You know the difference between a real smile and a fake smile, right? Like, I think it's in the eyes and the whole facial structure and whatnot. Oh, God. But his smile wasn't real, but at the same time, it's not like it was a completely fake trying smile either, because he was definitely happy, the fact that he was still alive. He just wasn't like... what's the word? Ecstatic. It's more like, his whole family died and all that tragedy happened, but, he's at least happy that he's alive. But things could have definitely been better. Can I? No. Oh, come on. Really? How much justice do you guys have? Will you die? And then the same thing happens with the next few people. But it's funny, because each person has a different kind of smile, but they all mean the same thing. I don't know how I captured their smile, or how I got a good view of their smiles like that, but I did. And let's see, the old lady also had a similar smile. Some of their smiles were more grateful than others, and some were more sad than others. Some had both, like, a large amount of gratefulness and sadness mixed in. It was really complex. Like, the complexity of smiles is really something to behold, and this was just in my dream. Just in my dream. So, I don't know what to say about that. Anyways, after introducing the other 5 people, I go to the last one. Of course, it's her. Oh, right. Her name is Winona, by the way. I know this because she's talked to me and told me that she was Winona. Like, in the dream, of course. And so I keep thinking about Winona. It's a really nice name, too. I don't know who else has the name Winona that I can relate with, but anyways. I go over to Winona, and then she's sitting on a hay bale, looking down, like, playing with a stick or something. And my, superior is right next to me, and he's like, okay, so next one. And then I say, this is Winona. And then Winona looks up, sees my face, and she has, she has a perfect smile. It is a real smile. Like, after all those fake smiles, you see, it's the biggest possible smile you could see. Everything about it was true. There were her eyes, her eyes were, like, just lit up. Her mouth was just pure, big, and her face was glowing. It was the most beautiful smile ever. And then, I pull out my gun and shoot her in the forehead. Yes, that's exactly what happens. I pull out my gun from my holster, my pistol, and shoot her in the forehead. Yeah. It's super bizarre, and that really stressed me out. It's like, wait, did I shoot her? Did I shoot Winona? And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Like, that couldn't have happened. There's no way that could have possibly just happened. I look over to my superiors, and they seem to be fine with it. Which is... okay, it's not bizarre. I think here's what happened. I think my superiors thought that I knew that she was a spy or something. It's like, oh, he shot the spy. And, they didn't, like, stress out. They didn't get like, oh, it was more like, they all had that feeling. It was like, oh, she must have been a spy or something. But, now, it gets weird here, because then... like, I zoom out entirely out of the dream. I've zoomed out of the dream and I'm in real life. Well, not in real life, I'm still within the dream, but I zoomed out of that scenario. And I'm sitting there, the real me, reading a book. And in that book is everything that just happened. And that's really weird. Why is this all in a book? But anyways, whatever. I guess that's in a book, but I'm still just distressed about what just happened, so I pull out I open up my laptop, and I look for... what do I look for? Oh yeah, I look up the name of the book, I guess. I don't remember what it is, because it's not a real book. Just made it up in my dream. And I look up, why would I possibly want to shoot Winona? Like, why would that happen? Why did the main character shoot Winona? Like, why? Like, what could have been the motive? I mean, one thing is that maybe she was, cheating on him, but that wouldn't make sense because, well, I feel like that's something I would have been hinted at or I would have known, but none of that happened. The other option is, it pains me to think it. Maybe she really was a spy, but, I mean, same thing. Something would have hinted at that, and what really hurts me is that the other soldiers were okay at the thought of her being a spy, but there was no reason to think that she was a spy. It's just dumb. Like, what was she spying on? Or maybe she might have been spying, but okay, here's the thing. I was trying to justify, like today in the shower, I was trying to justify reasons why she could have been spying on us. It's like, oh, maybe she was evil, or maybe she really was, or I was just justifying the idea that maybe she was spying on us. But in the end, I just felt bad about it. It's like, why am I justifying this? She was Winona. She was my precious friend. A beautiful, precious. Well, I mean, I know she was just in a dream, and normally I don't pay this much attention to dreams, but for some reason this one really got me, because other times, I wake up, it's like, oh man, my mom and I drove off a cliff, and then it was like, oh, that was crazy and the emotional ride, but, it was just a dream, so whatever. But then, specifically with Winona, it's like, why did I shoot her? Why did I shoot this precious, innocent girl? It was so painful. And, I wasn't happy about all that. It was pretty depressing. Oh, hey, I got my, halberd. I'm just about to upgrade myself to equip it. Yeah, I know, all that sad story about Winona followed by, oh, hey, look, guys, a halberd. At least something good happened. Oh, come on, I can't even reach halberd strength? Really? At least something good almost happened. I can probably get more souls to do that. I don't have any more souls on me. I'll go hunt for some souls. How much more do I need? About 1,000? Okay, yeah, I can hunt for 1,000 souls. So, yeah, I guess that's the conclusion to my Winona story. I hope you enjoyed it. For the rest of this, I think I'm just going to quickly bash some stuff until I get souls. Which shouldn't take long, honestly. Let's see, go up here. I might even fight that... Nah, I'm probably not going to fight that thing down there. Oh, Winona, my love. Why did I shoot you? Why did I just randomly shoot you in the forehead after that beautiful, deep, meaningful thing that just happened between us? I mean, I guess if there's a moral from the story, it's that don't shoot your love in the forehead. I mean, I never intended to do so anyways, but apparently my dream says otherwise. I mean, I don't believe that what I do in my dream is any indicator of what I would do in real life. But I just feel sad about Winona. I don't even care about any of that dream psyche stuff. It's like, if I could, bring Winona back to life, even in my dreams, even if the next time I go to sleep, I could just be like, hey, and then, go lucid, and then be like, and then some kind of magical thing brought Winona back to life, and I'm like, yay, Winona's back, and it's all good. That'd be nice. But I don't think she's coming back to life. Either in my dream or in real life. I mean, I'm probably not even going to remember her in my dream. I mean, the next time I dream. I mean, I don't have, full control over my dreams, as I'm not a lucid dreamer, unfortunately. But if I were, Winona's the first person that I would be thinking about. Yeah, this guy's really annoying. Because of his dumb shield. Buckler. I mean, I can hit him, it's just I'm not pleased with the amount of defense he has. And if Winona were here, she would give me the courage to... Not the courage, the strength to defeat him. That much I know. Come on. Come on. Who's your favorite girl in Katawa Shoujo? Mine is Winona. She's not a girl in Katawa Shoujo. Her disability is being dead. So is his. I don't know why I'm over here. This place is really dumb. But I'm here. Maybe this place will give me enough souls to get that halberd. It's not a lot of souls. But yeah, that was my tragic Winona story. I know I keep repeating Winona. I mean, I feel like it would be a disservice to her if I ended this episode while not thinking about Winona. I feel like this episode should entirely be dedicated to Winona and everything that she's done for my one dream. Is that guy lagging? That is such a weird lag movement. Oh, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, I've enhanced the performance of this game. Oh god. So, everything should be running a lot smoother now. He can fly? Oh, now he's dead. Like Winona. Oh, and I have enough souls. That's nice. I should Estus up. It's okay, next episode I'll stop talking about Winona. She'll just be for this one thing. This will be the Winona episode. Okay, I admit, I wanted to talk about her. Well, originally I was going to make a post with my friends and tell them about Winona, but I felt like this was a better place to talk about her. Do I normally talk about my dreams? Every so once in a while. I used to have a lot of bizarre dreams back in high school. I had a terrible sleeping habit, so I would not sleep all day, and then at night during my study periods, I would just take naps. And during my naps, I would have these really psychedelic, bizarre dreams. They were pretty amazing, so I had nothing to complain about. And they were just the scenarios were weird, and the situations were weird, but what's really weird is that every time I thought that what was happening in my dream was actually happening to me. Like, once, like, all the lockers and everything were turning into, like, blockish shapes, and it became kind of, like, my life became kind of like a puzzle game at that moment, trying to figure out how to continue through. Another time, let me see what happened. Oh yeah, I was underneath, like, one of my rooms. No, I was in one of my rooms. No, I was in one of the classrooms, and I was underneath a table, and I was naked, and class was going on. And then I had to... There we go. This guy's a dick. But I rescued him, why not? Anyways, dream, whatnot. That was a weird escape scenario. Yeah, dreams are weird, and they're fun. I enjoy them. I guess I can talk more about my dreams in the future if you guys are interested. But today was all Winona. Winona. Soul of a nameless soul. Hey, look, another soul. I don't really need it right now, but I will now. I wonder if this will kill me. I mean, it shouldn't, or it might. Let's see. Wow, that did nothing. Didn't even need to heal. But, it doesn't hurt to heal, considering I can just refresh that Estus. I need to get more souls so that I can upgrade this halberd. Come on. Make it back. And we are back. Sort of. And we are back. There we are. Now we're back. Level up. Strength. Accept. There we go. We now have the halberd. This is my favorite weapon in the game. I like it very much. Its moveset is really cool. I'll show you all about the halberd next time. This time, rest in pieces. If you enjoyed my story, like if you cry every time. I hope you enjoyed my story about Winona. Have a great time. Rock on. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. And yeah, bye. This guy is always easier than I expect him to be. I like to fight him over here in the courtyard. I just like the spacing over here. It's a lot nicer. I don't know if I can backstab this guy. Oh man, I messed that up. I don't think I can. I can't even hit him. Jesus.